Hello everyone. Today I wanted to show you my application techniques for our facial skincare products. So I have with you today anti-wrinkle treatment, which I've had for 2 months and it's still only right there. So you don't have to use a ton of that. Then we have Silk, which I use it as a primer. And this is also for pore and wrinkle minimizer. So you have double action there with your anti-wrinkle treatment. Then I use the green concealer to cover up any red spots I have, like this permanent red spot, acne scarring, that kind of stuff. And then I have the light tinted moisturizer, but I'm super fair skinned. And then I finish off with the advanced anti-aging foundation. Okay, so let's get started. First we have the anti-wrinkle treatment, and I just use one little pump. Use my ring finger to dab it in the areas where, you know, as you get a little bit older, you start to develop some wrinkles. And again, I don't put this all over my face, but I have noticed a difference in the deepness of my wrinkles. So obviously I have them. I call these my judging eyebrows. I have them around my face from smile lines, but that's okay because I earned those. Rub in those areas. And then I let it kind of dry for a second, but today I'm going to go in hyper speed. So kind of put it wherever there's wrinkles, and at this point in life, they're kind of everywhere. They also recommend to put it on your neck. Okay, so you let that dry for a second, then put it away. Then you have Silk. This one is great. It's really satiny to the touch. I use one pump again, and I put this all over my fingers, and then I put it everywhere. So I used a primer before I started using Senegence, which was also really nice, but this one for some reason just makes everything feel softer. My skin feels smoother than any other product I've tried for a primer, and it evens out that skin tone even better. And I also have noticed I get really bad blackheads on my nose and right here. Sometimes around my lips I'll get little blackheads, and obviously in the T-zone area. Those have decreased since my use of these products, which is definitely a plus. Okay, then I use green concealer. Obviously this little tiny green bottle. Just put a little bit on my finger. And then depending on where your red spots are, you can kind of put it wherever you want. I also use it for under my eyes. So you don't have to use a ton, but I put it in those areas, and then I just kind of spread it down. And so green and red negate each other, which does help. The light is a little bright in here, so you can't totally see all the redness, but believe me, it's there. And believe me, this does work. Even my husband noticed, and around my nose. So I have this nose ring. Oh, this is something I wanted to tell you guys too. I've had a nose ring in my nose since I was in my early 20s, and I love it, but skin is always dry around it, like peeling, cracked. Can never find anything that worked. No moisturizers. Okay, so since using this lineup, I have not had any flaky skin on my nose. It's strange. Okay, Tilly, get off. Sorry, that's my K-cat. Okay, then of course around my mouth where I have a lot of red. The old Irish genes. Okay, trying to fast forward. I know it's gonna be a long one. Okay, so you can kind of see how the redness faded a little bit. I also got a lot of freckles too, so that helps. Okay, fourth thing, tinted moisturizer. This is one thing I could not live without. Now, obviously, it moisturizes your face, but it does give you an even coverage, so you won't see as many freckles as on my face. And if you have acne scarring, it really does help. So just like any lotion, you put it all over. So you can see that there's a slight tint to it.